I always thought that being gifted was a curse. Let me explain. So being younger, I can actually, my mom is a therapist and a naturopath and can use kinesiology. So she would use her energies onto other people. And so I could tell somebody from afar. So if they weren't feeling well, if, they were sick, or if a cat is sick, I'm the proxy. So my mom will use me as the person doesn't maybe have the right energies or isn't fluid. I would be the person. And so I've always had this. It's always been something that I've always used, and I've always known that I was different, right? I guess today you call it an adulodon before the ones that are, for the ones that are proxy to the midwife. Anyways, I've always known that I'm different. I've always known that I had this different gift. I've always known that every time I speak, I can't find my other cream. If I open my eyes, I always knew that there was just something just completely different about me that I just stood out. Like, when you just stand out and you're just so different. Yeah, that's what I felt. And I've now overcome, like in my 30s now, that it's okay to be different, and some just stand out. Like everywhere I would go, even to today, everywhere I stand, everywhere I go, I'm always just stared at. I'm always like, oh, she's here. Like there's something about my energy that when you're around me, you feel safe. You either feel safe or you feel attacked. Well, I really did the work on me to understand that I am gifted. I can be a light, but my light will have to shine sort of a little bit differently. And I'm going to have to vocalize and love myself first and do such internal work before anything else. And that was also like one of my fears of showing up on social media, was like, I don't know if I have what it takes to share to the world, my gifts. Because I'm like, well, at school, we always say, never copy. Back in the 80s, 90s, 2000, like, don't copy on, the other person. Keep yours unique, because unique and authentic is something that you need. But I was like, but what can I create that has not been done? Which at the end of the day, it's not right. We shouldn't have done this. Because it just triggered all of us millennials to not show up in here, like Gen Zs or younger than us. They'll be like, I can do that. Like, they're just copying and pasting and doing it in their own way. Well, someone copy and paste and you're like, dude, that was silly. But yeah, man, like, I feel that our years have really not taught us, but we can still bounce back, I don't look my age. I actually look younger. A couple of times I'll go downstairs, to get like, sometimes my boyfriend's like, oh, I can give you some cigarettes, which he knows, like, don't ask me, I don't go and get it. But if I really, really, really have to, or some alcohol, I'll go downstairs. A couple of times people say, can you show me your ID? I'm like, dude, I'm 35. Like, I don't need to tell you. But yeah, I think it comes down to, understanding that. And I was having this call with somebody today. Branding is just simply, your personal brand is showing up to the people, sharing what you have done, right? What have you overcome? What is it that you can share to the world, and how can you do it, right? We're going to try this red lipstick from my friend, who's a representative for Avon. So let's see how this goes. And once you've understood that, what you've overcome, your personal brand will be based on values. Like, what's your mission? My goal is to help the multicultural millennial that has felt like they're a stranger in their own country, from any kind of background, to love themselves and to earn the worth that they should by doing network marketing. So selling products, but more than that, it's being the brand that they're supposed to be, right? I know deep down inside of us, like in me, the team is huge. It is international, all around the world. Like, we're based on empathy. We're based on excellence. The products absolutely work. Actually, everybody should be on them, but that's another story for another day. You won't find anything high quality than anything else. But at the same time, I will say that everybody does have high quality standards. Did I throw a little bit of shade? Yeah. Some of y'all like shitty, like, you don't have quality. And that's, I think, what taught me with fashion, is that I play high quality or nothing at all. I want the best of the best. I want the creme de la creme. I only want the best working with me. And that's why this was what I want. That's high standards. Anyways, let's come back and do the eyeliner. But then I will tell you this. Personal branding has had me connected to you guys in so many different ways that have been so organic, have been so honest. Like, the genuine conversations of you building a brand. At first, nobody's gonna know you. Nobody's gonna know who you are. But if you draw the test of time of, showing up, being honest, being raw, being yourself, and saying, look, I'm not perfect at this, but I'm gonna still shut it down because I know how to shut it down. Automatically, it shifts the whole mood. It shifts everything. And I just really want you guys to understand that if you don't show up, somebody else will, right? It's not, and I think a lot why there's only like 1% of people smashing it in the entrepreneurial world, when we think it's like, oh, a lot of people. I really truly believe not a lot of people are smashing it the way they should. because they'll give up after like a rough ride, like a rough hurdle. You know, when you run on that hurdle and you hurt yourself, you're like, oh man, that really did hurt. Yeah, I'm just like, no. You go through the punches. It hurts when people say no to your product or say, you know, it's not this, it's not that, blah, 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 or they quit on you. But remember, they quit on themselves. Because if they really put in the work, if they really did ask the questions, they would be where you would be, right? Or where I would be. But sometimes people are just so easy to judge. It's easier to quit on yourself. Or should I say, honestly, if you quit on yourself and you haven't even tried, that's not even like quitting. Like, come on. So, yeah, I hope this TED Talk is helping you guys. But I'm only showing up because I know that if nobody does, somebody else will. I'm not having it under my watch. Like, I'm the change in my family, and you best believe at some point we'll be generating $1 million in terms of turnover. I won't be doing it alone. I will be doing it within the team, but I will leave you like a better person for sure. Everybody that comes in contact with me will leave a better person. But that's a belief that you have to work on yourself, that you're gifted. You have to go through the pain, the hurt, the betrayal, the end of like a 7-year relationship, you know. Does it hurt? Absolutely. Am I in pain? Absolutely. But my pain right now is like just, it's emotional. And I'm like, God, you better hold me, because right now, all I want to do is to bundle and cry. But if I keep on crying, it's not going to help anybody. So, just dust yourself off, get back up, and show up. Nobody cares about your bruises. It's how you're going to thrive. And I think that's what we need to keep in mind as we're elevating. Why am I out of breath? Like, I'd like to know, Olivia. Why are you out of breath? Anyways. Not bad. You know you got something in your teeth? And you're like moving it around? I think it was a piece of pasta. Okay, let's see how this works. Let's go for it. Okay, final look. Not bad. I will say the lipstick. I gotta check that out. Lipstick is really like sticky. Like you feel as if it's set. So we're gonna get dressed, film some content. We have a couple of calls, and yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Oh, I have to go live too at some point.